Shalom. Kol Haloyim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rachakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Yeah, you've heard us say before plenty of times that this collapse that's about to happen is orchestrated. It's all engineered. And we're going to watch this video, maybe another one. But basically, these two guys are explaining why this collapse is going to happen and why it's being engineered from the Trump administration. Of course, we know he's getting his orders from higher up. But at the end of the day, they're going to explain it from an economic standpoint. The prophet's job is to tell you these things and explain it from a biblical standpoint. And we know that Esau, Edom, needs to crash this economy in order to bring in his solution for his new world order, which is going to be the microchip, the mark of the beast, in case you don't know, talked about in Revelation 13. But with that being said, let's check out this video, and we'll probably just watch this one. We don't need to watch the other one. It's kind of long. We'll check this video out, and then we'll grab some precepts surrounding this.
Cause a recession and crash the stock market. The U.S. government's about to crash our economy, cause a recession, and crash the stock market on purpose, all at the same time. Now, if you've been waiting to buy a car or buy a home, things are going to get cheaper. But let me explain. It's not just Trump that wants to crash the economy. It's the Federal Reserve that needs this to happen as well. Now, first off, the stock market, I said back in December it was going to crash at least 40% for the NASDAQ this year. A lot of people laughed at that. But you need to understand, 2016 Trump and 2024 Trump are two totally different people. Trump is on a mission. He's on a mission to cut government spending and to cause deflation. He wants things to get cheaper. That is not ideal for the overinflated stock market. Now, the Federal Reserve, their debt, their trillions and trillions of dollars that they need to refinance this year, they cannot refinance at the current interest rate we're at right now. They need the economy to contract and to go into a recession so they can actually cut interest rates and refinance the debt that they have. Now, Trump also has many promises that he's made as well, and he cannot accomplish those without causing a deflationary state. You cannot cut government spending and cause the economy to contract without going into a recession. So will there be some negatives from this, like job loss? Yes, but this will cause many things that many people have been looking for, like home prices to fall, interest rates to become better, and people just be able to afford loans in general. So this is what's about to happen. The government is going to intentionally crash the economy. Now, for those of you that say, oh, well, Trump's just causing a recession, the fact is we had an inverted yield curve in 2022 that ended in 2024, and no matter who got elected, we were going to go through a big recession. The U.S. government's about to crash our economy, cause a recession, and crash the stock market on purpose.
Crash the economy, cause a recession, and crash the stock market on purpose, all at the same time. And, these are the devices of the wicked. We need to make America great again. So what we need to do is crash the economy. And there's going to be some job loss. There's going to be a hard time coming and hard to pay your rent and mortgage and buy groceries. But look, guys, in the end, everything is going to get better. Home prices are going to decrease. Car prices, vehicle prices, it's all going to decrease, and everything's going to go back down. You see, this is what they're telling you. And you got some people that are game. They believe it. But it's stupid. This is the best they could do. In order to make things great again, we're going to have to get rid of jobs. We're going to have to cause a recession and crash our own economy. This is what happens when the wicked is in rule. Stupid decisions like this are made, and they think, people like this guy, they think that they're going to bounce back from this, and that couldn't be the furthest thing from the truth. This ain't no recession, a slowdown in economic growth, and then we bounce back bigger and better. No, we're talking about a time like never was nor shall be. That's the times that we're in right now. And that's why you need to listen to the prophets to align these things up with biblical prophecy. You listen to somebody like him, he makes it seem, oh yeah, well, it's a good thing, because now all of a sudden housing prices gets better, and now here's your chance. You can buy houses. You can buy a house. Nah, we're not living in that time. Things are not going to get back. Things are not going to get back and be better. Things are going to continuously get worse and worse and worse up until that microchip is made mandatory, the mark of the beast. That's really why these things are happening. With that being said, I'm not going to watch the second video like I mentioned. It's too long. But this collapse is orchestrated. You heard it right there. And that's the biblical perspective. That's why. I want to get into this, though. These devices of the wicked. Micah 2. And I'm going to start reading at verse 1 in the NLT. It says, "What sorrow awaits you who lie awake at night, thinking up evil plans." And the best thing you could think of to make your economy greater again is to collapse it. It's stupid. Stupid, to be honest, but what can you expect from an evil individual? You rise at dawn and hurry to carry them out simply because you have the power to do so. When you want a piece of land, you find a way to seize it. When you want someone's house, you take it by fraud and violence. You cheat a man of his property, stealing his family's inheritance. And that's what Esau does right there. That's what Esau does. But at the end of the day, they wake up and they stay up late at night and wake up in the morning just thinking of evil plans. How can we cause a recession? Well, we need to cut government spending. And if that means there's going to be some job loss, oh well, so be it. Because in the long run, prices are going to be cheaper. And at the same time, we need to somehow get rid of all this debt that we have right now. So we need to collapse this economy because there's no other way to do so. Our people may hurt, but it's for the good. It's for the better of the people. Yeah, that's an evil plan. That's an evil plan, but this is what happens when the wicked is ruling. This is what they think of. This is Isaiah 32. And I'm going to stay in the NLT verse 5. "In that day, ungodly fools," or the vile person in the King James, "will not be heroes. Scoundrels will not be respected. For fools speak foolishness and make evil plans." And that's who's in office, a damn fool. And he's being ran, of course. He has his orders. At the end of the day, they're all fools. They're all fools because they think that by doing this, they can bring in their solution and have this new world order and be ruling forever. And that's not going to happen. "For fools speak foolishness and make evil plans. They practice ungodliness and spread false teachings about the Lord. They deprive the hungry of food and give no water to the thirsty. The smooth tricks of scoundrels are evil. They plot crooked schemes." And that's what we have right here. A crooked scheme is collapsing your own economy. "They lie to convict the poor, even when the cause of the poor is just." And what they're doing is making it seem like they're being honest when really it's disingenuous. They're making it seem as if the collapse is just going to be something that randomly happened. But guess what? We have the solution. We're making it better for you. When really they're causing the collapse and doing it on purpose. And they know why. They know why they're doing it. But they're deceiving their own citizens to make it seem as if, oh, we didn't want this. There's nothing we could do. But we know we have the solution for you. We know what to do about it. See? And it's going to be that chip. It's going to be that chip. One last precept. And we always read Revelation 13, so I'm not going to read it. You should know by now. But I said it. The mark of the beast says the chip. That's their answer for all this. Isaiah 10:1. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees. In the NLT. What sorrow awaits the unjust judges and those who issue unfair laws. Yeah, today, right now, that's Esau, Edom. Issuing unfair laws. That's what's going on right now. And that's it. I just wanted to tie what's happening with this economy and this collapse into Esau, Edom, and what the wicked do. But what we're striving for and hoping for is for all these things to happen because we need it to happen in order for prophecy to take place, for Yahushua to come back, and then eventually for righteousness to reign here on earth, because that's not what's happening right now. They make it seem as if in God we trust, blah, blah, blah. But nah, righteousness is not reigning on the entire earth. If that was the case, then there'd be no constitution. They'd be running the land, America, by the laws of the Bible. That's not happening. That's what we're striving for. That's what we're fighting and hoping for. So just continue to be circumspect, continue to have trust in the Lord, and ask the Lord to increase your faith, because things will get worse, but that's okay. The Lord is going to watch over us and protect us in these evil days. So, Kol Haloyim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakak Dash. Lord willing, it was edifying to the elect. Shalom.